Hello, you're here with Miss Libby Rose, and I'm super excited to be launching my brand new online sewing course, Sewing for Confidence. Yes, this just brings joy to my heart because it's all of my passions all together into an online course that we can get together and hang out with live calls and all sorts. So how this works is there's a level 1 beginners, level 2 in-betweeners, or level 3 intermediates, and you can choose which level you'd like to do, and that's all listed out on my website. So the 3 different courses are listed out there, and then you can choose how you'd like to be on board with that. So you've got 6 months worth of content, so you can choose to just come on board for a month, or you could do the whole 6 months, and it's just a pay as you go. So every month you just pay as you go. And so you get a full month's worth of content to keep you super busy. The intermediates, so the top level 3, so that's the top level that I'm doing, we will do a leisure trouser pattern and turn that into, you can turn it into loads of different things, but you could turn it into the culottes, you can turn it into leggings, and I'll show you as well how to insert pockets and draw up a pattern for pockets as well. So we play around with that pattern and change it into different styles that you can use again and again. We also do a dress toile, so you will learn to measure yourself fully up and create that into a dress pattern. And then you can create different styles from that as well, and I'll show you how. So coming down a level, so level 2 is in-betweeners. Now in that level, what we do is, I'm just going to double check, yeah, so in-betweeners, you do look at the sewing machine a little bit, so sometimes you just need a bit of a refresher. So we look at feet and needles and stitches, but we look at the overlocker versus the sewing machine. So you can go through and see like why you'd need an overlocker, or maybe some people who have got an overlocker are like, why would I ever need a sewing machine again? So I'll go through all of that with you, and I'll also show you about how you can use the overlock stitch on the sewing machine, and there's a lovely little foot for that as well. So, you know, I'm really going into a bit of the nitty-gritty there, and also any questions that you have, you can flag up. And then we go and we do a made-to-measure skirt. So you measure yourself up correctly, do a skirt, and then I show you how to alter that pattern to create different parts into that pattern too. And if you want, you can put pockets in like we're doing in the intermediates as well. And then we work with some jersey. So we'll do a jersey top and different pieces with jersey, and I'll show you how to use the machine and the overlocker for those type of projects too. Now, then we go to level 1. So level 1 is beginners, and we go straight from scratch. So I go through all the sewing machine, all the stitches again, and all of the bits and pieces like needles and any troubleshooting that you might have. Also maintaining your machine is a biggie as well. So I talked to you about all those type of things. Then we jump into beginners projects like bags and zips and, you know, all sorts of little bits and pieces that you can get going with immediately, and you can just download the patterns for those and get making. Then we do the made-to-measure wrap skirts. Okay, so some of you might have done the wrap skirt before, but that's just going from my pattern that I created just to fit into a fat quarter. But a made-to-measure one is taking your measurements and creating those panels so they sit beautifully to your shape and your figure, and also the wrap, so the wrap will go around beautifully as well. So even if you've done the wrap skirt before, because I know it's a nice little project to do, you will be learning more from it because you're doing it as a made to measure. So the panels will be different. They'll actually sit correctly where they're meant to sit in a skirt. Yes, and then we go through and we do the child's dress, and we look at applique and buttons and buttonholes and things like that. So all of these courses have 6 months worth of content in them, okay? So every month you get different lots of content. You get a choice of 2 Zoom calls with me. So on the first Wednesday or the first Saturday, we do a Zoom call. And then there are some Facebook Lives thrown in there as well. And you can just, there's the private Facebook group too. So you can just post up your pictures, you can post up any queries and questions, but that's private just for people within the courses. Now, you can choose what level that you'd like as well. So if you just want to choose one and take those on, then it's then it's just $29.99 a month for 6 months. If you choose to, you can cancel at any time within the month. So if you pay $29.99, you'd get a month there, and then you can just cancel at the end of any one if you want to. I don't see that you'd want to, but just in case you do, I don't want you to feel like that you're stuck for 6 months with me. Oh my goodness. Or you can choose to do 2 levels. So there's different sort of payment programs if you'd like, or you'd like all of the levels and just to go for it, then you can do that as well. And I think with the top level, you get a one-to-one with me every month too. So, so that's it. That's my course, and I'm so excited that people are interested in it. I'm so excited to have you on board if you'd like to. And what I'm also even more excited about is if you've got any queries and questions, why don't you join me on Easter Saturday at 10 a.m. I'm going to be doing a live Zoom call on here. So you're going to, if you want to, you can come on board and ask me questions. You don't have to have signed up. I know that some of you, if you've signed up already, you'll be on that call too. So the whole course really doesn't get going until the 2nd of April. So if you've paid up already, then that will just be reoccurring on the 2nd of each month. So we're just going to give a little bit of time for people to get on and get involved and get nice little groups together on each of the courses. So 31st of March, Saturday, 10 a.m. I'll post the link up. So if you want to, come on and yeah, ask me questions, and yeah, see if you want to be involved in this course. I can't wait, and I would love to see you then. All right, bye for now.